Hello, in this video I will explain the features of the quick search, the refine panel and examples of when to use them. So the quick search is a simple search which brings back results as you type them in. You can't be specific on dates or certain types of assets, but what you can use to help, because it does bring back a large amount of results, is the refine panel, which I will go into detail with the examples of which I'm about to show you. So the quick search looks at the metadata of the file. So what we mean by that is, in particular, the descriptive words which we apply to archived images, and a keyword hierarchy, and also the names of the assets as well. So with this in mind, the quick search is great for finding issues. It's great for picture research. And it's great for finding assets if you know the name of the particular assets. So now I'm going to give you some examples of using the quick search and the refine panel. So the first example I'm going to show you is I want to look for all covers of company magazine. And once I find all the covers I'm looking for, I'm going to change the view and show you the two different views which are helpful in this situation, so the gallery view and the detail view. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to look for the cover. So initially we had issues in progress here. So if you had a live search which you wanted to keep open, what I would recommend you do is click on the plus, because whenever you click on a stored search or type in the quick search, it will bring back the results in the active tab which you have open, so it would overwrite this view. So if you want to keep what you're looking for, what you need to do is either click on the plus to open up a new tab, or if you like keyboard shortcuts, on a PC it's Control-T, on a Mac it's Command-T. So this is now a fresh search, and we still have the issues in progress there as well. So first of all, to help with my search, I want to look for anything which has the word cover in it, because I know throughout the company, all covers have the word cover in their name. So this helps with my search. So if I type in cover, and as it brings back the results, it's going to take a while because it's actually looking through all archived content which this particular user has access to. So it's not only company information it's looking at all the other magazines as well which they have access to. So what it's saying here, this has all these results here at the bottom here, but so what we want to do is we want to refine the results, and this is where the refine panel comes in handy. So covers are a little bit unique because they often have fluoros or spot colours on there. So they go through a completely different workflow. So to help with this search and to make this particular search easier, we can actually refine by the type cover. So if I click on that, that's still going to bring back 4,900 results. But as you can see here, if I scroll further down into refine panel on the right hand side, it says there's a section which says archive publications, and it tells you the total number of covers against each of these issues here, which this particular person has access to. So I want to look for company covers. So again, if I click on company, it's 210 results. So this will bring back those results for me. So I'm now I typed in cover, I refined by cover, and then I refined by company. So this has brought back this big long list of covers, which is fine, it's great, but I want to quickly see what they all look like to compare them. So this is where the gallery view comes into its element. So if you choose the fourth one along, this is called the gallery view. And what this shows you is the thumbnails. And we can increase the size of the thumbnails by clicking on this button here and just sliding it across. And we can scroll down and look at them all. So this window will only show you 200 pages at a time. Sorry, 200 assets at a time. So and it's showing there's 210. So if there are more than 200, you click on the arrow and it shows you the next page. So this is the thumbnails. Okay, so there is another view which is useful, and this is called the detail view here. And this works slightly differently. So we scroll across and look for one which we're interested in looking at, and as you can see, it opens up in a larger preview, so it's quite nice. It means that you don't need to have InDesign to look at, well, quickly look at a particular asset, an InDesign asset. So you can scroll through and look at them and compare them. And then if you want to know where they've come from, again, as we mentioned before in a previous video, the info panel will show you where it's come from. So this is company 07 July 2010. And that's searching for a cover. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the next example of when to use the quick search and refine panel. And the next example is picture research. So I want to keep this search, which we've just found the results from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new tab again. So again, you either click on the plus, or if you like keyboard shortcuts, on a PC it's Control-T, on a Mac it's Command-T. So we have a fresh new search to type. So I'm going to look for a beach house. So if I type in beach house, this will bring back the results. So initially I'd like to look at all the images in a thumbnail because I can see more in one view. So if I put it back to the gallery view, it brings back all these results. So I've got 334 results. So again, this search is looking for anything which has the words beach and house inside its metadata. So within these results, there are other types of assets as well. There's some text, layouts, and also group assets as well. But I'm only interested in pictures. So let's just click on picture. And again, it just refines it a little bit more. So now we've got 318. And then we can use some of the other refine options here, because all of these images have been tagged with different types of metadata, and all these are available for us to refine by in this panel here. So what's handy here is that I can refine by certain picture rights, and if you're interested in knowing more about picture rights, please look at the wiki, as there will be more information about the different types of rights and when images can be reused or not. I can also refine by certain publication. If you're only interested in using a particular publication's pictures, you can click on one of those to refine by that. Or you have the keyword hierarchy here. So pictures, once they're archived, they're tagged with a description, which is what we're picking up here. Those words, those descriptive words, but there's also a keyword hierarchy. So for example, with this beach house, I might be looking for certain technical data. So perhaps I'm looking for an image which is square, so it needs to go into a certain position and needs to be square shaped. So if I choose square as one example, then we have the results. So there are 13 results which are square and are type picture, which have beach house tagged against them as well. And so this is the results which have come back. And then say, for example, I might want that one. If the info, having a look at the info, this is this was used in Good Housekeeping, issue 808, which is August 2013, and it is an A rights image, which means it can be reused. So that's how you find the information. This is the metadata which has been picked up, and then you can do what you want with the picture. If you want to go back and look at go back in your refining, you can actually you can click on the little X on the right hand side, and that just clears everything, so you're starting from the beginning again. So you have 334. You can then choose picture if you still want to look for pictures. You might be interested in looking for some interior related pictures. So these are bringing back all the interior related pictures, and I may be only interested in looking at House Beautiful interior pictures. So just to recap, we are now looking at beach house pictures, which are pictures which have been produced through the House Beautiful, and they've been tagged with interiors as well. So these are the results again. So I may want to actually refine again by A rights meaning all rights, which means that we can reuse those images. And I think I like that one. So the information regards to this one, so it was used in 2002 in the August issue in House Beautiful, and this is the page that it was used on. Okay, so that's it. That's showing you how to use the quick search and how to use the refine panel.